Hello and welcome to another Nooks Hooks vlog. So in this video, I'm actually doing the hashtag influenced challenge. This was a challenge created by Rose and Dove, and the idea behind it is that you got influenced by someone to make something, to do something crochet related, and then you make the same pattern as them because they influenced you, and you let the camera know who it was and why. And I thought when I saw this, it was such a great idea because around the Christmas period, which it is the 27th now, and I'm still in the middle of all my Christmas parties. In this period particularly, I feel we are all prone to be purchasing more than we usually are, and we really lean into that overconsumption. I'm definitely guilty of this as well. But every year I do think about this, about how much we are buying, how much stuff we have in our house. So, and a big part of that is social media, is people influencing you to buy things you really don't need. But that's why this is such a great challenge, because influencing you to make a pattern that you've been wanting to make, to discover someone's art, to really get your hands busy, to be creative. That's the good kind of hashtag influence that you can find around, much better than, I don't know, getting the latest water bottle or something like that. So I was very happy to see this challenge coming around this period. So I will be participating in the challenge, and I hope anyone watching who's also a YouTuber or someone who has a crochet Instagram page can participate in this challenge, and be sure to tag the original creator, which is Rose and Dove, when you do. So for this challenge, I went on my Instagram to my Reels page, clicked on following so that I only saw Reels of people I followed, and then I just chose a couple patterns that I saw that I was like, I really want to make that. And usually I wouldn't, because I don't have that much time to make things for myself for fun. It's usually always for a vlog or making my own patterns. So this time I was really just scrolling with the idea, like, what looks fun here? What do I want to make? Who's influencing me? I went ahead on Instagram and I found 4 things that I really want to make. Now the first one is by Rose and Dove, because I of course wanted to check their page and see if she would influence me to make something, and she definitely did. When I was scrolling her page, I think she posted twice these Game Boy buddies that she made, and I just think they're really, really adorable. And tonight I'm going to a Christmas party with my sister and her boyfriend, and he's a big fan of Game Boys, so I thought I might as well make that one now. I've been wanting to make it, and then I can give it as an extra little gift tonight. So the pattern designer is Crochet with Brie, and let's see, I'm guessing it's on her in Etsy. Yes, Yarn Boy it's called. So I'm going to purchase this and then go ahead and make my own little yarn boy. So I went ahead and I purchased the pattern, and then I also picked out my yarn colors. I'm going for the really original colors, so I will be using light gray for the base, dark gray for the screen, black for for the arrow buttons, and then this red color for the A-B buttons, I think they are. Yes, so that's gonna be fun to make. So let's get started.
Wet jar trend if I'm really missing something, but like I need somebody to tell me what it is that I'm missing.
You aren't missing anything, honestly. All it is a...
So I'm this far into the pattern. I've also done the arms. It's gonna be a pretty small pattern, which is nice. But I did get a bit confused because I don't know, sorry for this yarn hanging here. I don't know how familiar you are with techniques, but it told me to like crochet across the leg, chain, and crochet across the leg a number of stitches that was half the number of stitches of the leg. So in my mind, I'm like, we're gonna go on one side of the leg, chain on the other side of the leg, then go back around over the chain, over the other side of the leg. That's what logically you would assume you're supposed to do. But then the next row is like crochet back into what you just made in the front loops first and then in the back loops. meaning you're actually like supposed to crochet the legs closed and go through both sides at the same time, but it doesn't tell you to go through both sides at the same time. So I think for a beginner, that would be very confusing. Overall, still enjoying the pattern. So gonna be a cute little yarn Game Boy. I'm a little farther in the pattern and it's time to add the arms. Now in the pattern, it literally says, add the arm to the first 3 single crochets. If I was a beginner, I would have no idea what that means. And I mean, no hate to the pattern designer or anything. I still enjoy the pattern. It's just, I do think that these are things that should be explained in patterns because, yeah. Or at least like, you know, pinch the arm flat and crochet through both sides at the same time and the body or something like that. Just, I mean, this pattern, I'm sure, does not state that it is a beginner-friendly pattern, but still, I think these are some things that should be mentioned in a pattern. But still, I'm sure the final result will still be very cute. This is so cute. Once again, I am feeling like it is wonky on camera. But this is very, very cute. I did change the pattern a little bit just because I really wanted it to be more like an actual Game Boy with the 2 red buttons instead of the 1 big red one and then the 2 lines here. I went with a dark gray screen because an actual Game Boy has like the dark gray screen and then a greenish screen inside. I tried using green, but it didn't look right, so I just put a green mouth instead to still have that little touch of green in it. Now you won't be seeing this guy at the roundup at the end of this vlog because I am taking him with me in about 2 hours to another Christmas party, and he's gonna be gifted to my sister's partner. Like I said, I would not recommend this pattern to beginners, but the end result is still very cute, and if you know a lot of the techniques already, I'm sure this pattern will work out just fine. It's just not a beginner pattern. But I'm very, very pleased with how it turned out. Now the next pattern I wanted to make because I was influenced is Ravi the Ravioli by Ruth's Yarn Loft Co. And they're also the designer of this pattern, and they're also a very big supporter of mine, and I constantly see them popping up in my comments and replying to my stories. I think that's Ruth. So definitely happy that I can like give back a little to one of my big supporters. So this is the post that influenced me to make it, and now I will start on my own little Ravi the Ravioli. I don't have that much time right now before I have to leave because I also still have to wrap some presents. A bit late with present wrapping this year, but I can definitely get started on it already. I need 2 colors. I need a yellow for the ravioli and a brown color for the feet. So here we have our 2 colors, and let's get right into it.
Crochet granny stitch dress, and I'm glad we have something to bring me out of the gutter because it was hard going back there and looking at my first knitting project. But I want to talk about this crochet dress.
So I'm having a great time making this pattern. I've finished the legs, the back piece, and the front piece. Look how cute! And actually, this is way smaller than I thought it was gonna be, so it's working up a lot faster than I thought it would because Ruth used these tiny eyes on hers, which is very cute. I don't have those tiny eyes, but it's super cute. But that made me think it was gonna be way bigger than it actually is, which is great because it's working up so fast now, so very pleased about that. Okay, I think this might be one of the cutest things I've ever made. Stop it right now. It's a sitting ravioli. Ooh. And this went so quick. I did not expect it to be such a quick pattern. I still have an hour before I have to leave for my Christmas party, and I expected not even to be able to finish this plushie before I had to leave. Oh my God, Ruth, this is such a good pattern. I love it so much. I am never ever parting with this ravioli ever. I am also just a very big fan of ravioli. I love eating ravioli. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. Every single one of you guys has to go buy this pattern. No, you don't. Don't overconsume. But I'm telling you, it's the cutest thing I've ever made, or it's the cutest thing I've made in a long time at least. No hate to my own bears. I love them too. They're also my favorites. But this is like one of the cutest things that is not my pattern that I have made in a very, very long time. I'm obsessed. Thank you, Ruth, for this great pattern. And now with that, I do have to stop filming for today so that I can wrap some presents and just chill a bit before the Christmas party. So I will probably see you tomorrow. Hi friends, I am back and I just spent the morning in a wellness, so I am completely zen right now and so ready to do a bit of crocheting with absolutely zero stress. So I thought I would go ahead and continue the hashtag influence challenge. I did screenshot a couple things, which I've probably said to you before, but I'm gonna go ahead and look at the things I've screenshotted and see what I want to make next and who influenced me. So one of the things I've been very, very influenced by is Avalon Crochet's Fuzzy Bees. Look at this cute little bee. I really want to make it, and I actually did order yarn for it, but my yellow will only be arriving the 3rd of January, and maybe not even. That's like the estimated delivery date. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it for this video because I think this one is going up on the 5th of January. Let me quickly check and see if I don't have any of this yellow yarn because it's Lion brand, feels like Bliss yarn, and I have the white, I have the black, I just don't have the yellow. So let me just quickly check to see if I have the yarn. If I don't, we'll have to make something else first. Okay, so no, I don't have any Feels Like Bliss in yellow, so unfortunately I won't be making that now. If it does arrive in time, I might go ahead and add it to the end of this video, we'll see. Next up, I was influenced by a reel by KP_crochet creations. This was the reel. It's a bunch of dinosaurs, and I think you can't really see them, but I was influenced by the one at the back here, which is called Gus, I believe. So I think I'm gonna make a dinosaur now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and look up the pattern and see how I'm gonna make him. And I do think I'll be using a different yarn than I usually use, so I think I'll be going for a more fuzzy, not really fuzzy, more blanket looking yarn, you'll see. So I'm very excited to get started. It looks like they use 2 colors in their patterns, which is a main color and then white for the accents. So I went for these. This is Ali's Softy Plus, which the texture of this yarn is amazing. Look. It's like a bit blankety, but it's not blanket yarn. It's hard to explain. But I'm gonna make it in this yarn, which is a bit more challenging because fluffy and fuzzy yarns are always a bit more challenging than just chenille. But I think it's gonna be very, very cute. So that's what I'm gonna do, these 2 colors, and it looks like we also need sinker eyes. I'm gonna check in the pattern quickly what size sinker eyes they use. Okay, so they use a 25 millimeter safety eyes, which is great because look what I have here, a bunch more 25 millimeter eyes. Now, what I'm thinking is I have these eyes by Kim's Creative Corner. Well, all my eyes are from Kim's Creative Corner, the sinker eyes. But will you just look at these? Look at these. They're like landscape eyes, so there's even like a little cloud in there. Do you see it? They're stunning, and I think I've been like debating what to use these eyes on because I usually use them on my Nessies, the 25 millimeters, but I think a dino would be I think the dino would be perfect. So what do you think? So cute, right? Yes, I will be making the dino in this color with these eyes and this one for the accents, which if you're interested, these are color 11 and, I mean, this is just white, but color 55.
Oh gosh, okay. I love that picture. You guys are getting an inside look at a family heirloom right now. We were at a prim crochet hook. I simply would never use it because they just drive me crazy, unfortunately. I also wanted to be sure to include gift options at every price.
In the meantime, I did finish my little dino. It ended up looking very cute. I'm pleased with the results. One thing I will say is I only noticed after a couple rows of attaching the legs, they are completely wonky. This one, I think I may have attached like in the wrong stitch, but I like indicated them all with a stitch marker and I'm like 99% sure it was the correct stitch because I had two different ones as it says in the pattern. But the others, they're all facing in that direction. And I just like fully trusted the pattern and attached them as it said in the pattern and didn't really think about it. But yeah, they're all completely off center. So, like when he's standing, it doesn't matter much. On this side you can see because, which one did I? Yeah, this one I think I placed wrongly even though it, no, yeah, just does not look right. But yeah, still cute. Still very pleased with this one. The pattern is good, except for maybe pay attention when putting the feet in there. So that's 3 patterns down. I think for this video, I will do one more and then maybe the bee if the yarn comes in on time. Now, in my screenshots, I have one more that I thought was very cute, and this is a little sprout by Absies Makes. And I just thought this was, again, so cute. Uses the sinker eyes again. Definitely a fan of that. So I do want to make my own little sprout. And I love the little feet. It reminds me of the ravioli I made. And I just love how cute these sprouts patterns are. So I will definitely be getting this one and making my own little sprout. I think I want to go for these. Once again with my favorite green, the darker version of my favorite green, and my favorite brown beige color. I'm thinking this for the ball, this green for the leaves, and this for the feet. Hello, hello, it's accidentally the next day. Yesterday I had a workout class and then I got ready and realized I didn't really have time to crochet, and afterwards I ended up in the sofa. One thing led to another. It is now 1:30 the next day, but we have some very good news. I thought my yarn was arriving on the 3rd of January. It is now the 31st. Happy New Year, guys. Look what's here. It's from, her name's not on there, but I'll put it on the screen. Boulettes Ici. They're based in France and they order like American yarns in bulk to sell them in Europe so that the postal price is not too insane. It's not cheap, this yarn, of course, because Clarissa from Boulettes Ici has to pay a bunch of import taxes and the insane shipping and everything. But it's lovely that she does this for us, and I know that she doesn't have a lot of profit left over after this. But very much worth it if you want to grab some American-only yarn that's hard to get to in Europe. Check out Boulettes Ici on Instagram or their website. I'll put the website down below as well for you to see. But my yarn got here very quickly because I think I placed my order end of last week or something. So let me show you what I got. I got free goodies. Chocolates and a sticker. Look at the sticker. It's a whale in a bikini drinking a beer. That has to be the best sticker I've ever seen. And 3 chocolates. That just made my day. Okay, so let's get to the yarn. I got just a bunch of Lion brand Feels Like Bliss to make some plushies in, because I really love how it works up and how cute the end result is. And now I can make the Bee by Avalon Crochets for my influence challenge. So first up we have Aqua, White, Sage, Buttercup, this is the one I needed for the bee, Dusty Rose, Dusk, Lavender, Sky, and last but not least, Peach. They also sent a very cute card. Clarissa is a dear crochet friend of mine, so Happy New Year to you too, Clarissa. Okay, that's it. Here is everything I got. Very exciting. I basically got all colors that I don't have or don't have much left of. Like I have a little bit of rose, a little bit of sage, a lot of the black color. So this is gonna come in very handy. But that does mean I get to make the bee. However, because today is New Year's, well, this evening it's New Year's, I thought I really need a yarn storage reset, just cleaning everything up. This is not all the yarn I have. I have a bunch of like random yarn, like this yarn that does not fit with any other yarn. I have some scapias. I have some, like a lot of different kinds of scapias. So I think I need to do a yarn clean, yarn reset. So that's going to be another video, the whole reset. It's going to be a fun video, but I think I'm going to start that now because it's New Year's. I want to start the new year with a fresh new yarn room. So, unfortunately, I won't be making this one today, but for you guys, that won't matter because I'm just going to pop right back in after this clip. And there is my yarn room organized. I'm not showing you everything because you're gonna have to go watch that video. But let me just tell you, it is satisfying with the time lapses and seeing me struggle. You're gonna have a great time watching that one. Anyway, next up, I was going to make the sprout. Now, I don't remember what I said yesterday. And of course, I put away the colors I was going to use while doing my end of year cleanup today. I think it was these, so I'm gonna go with these. And I'm going to start on the sprout. I have a little bit of time left before I have to go to my New Year's Eve dinner party. So let's get started on the sprout.
All these things, what are these 3 different people going to put in my style box? If you like this concept, I actually did this exact same video with thrifted style boxes, but instead of using my Pinterest board, I ordered them based.
Green ball, done. Is it weird of me that I'm kind of obsessed with this and I just want to keep it as a little green ball? Yes, probably. I am going to finish this one, but it is 5:08 p.m. and I have a New Year's Eve party to go to tonight. Well, party, it's dinner, and I'm home before 12 to keep the dogs company when the fireworks start going off. So I don't know if you can call that a party necessarily, but I think I might go rummage in my closet to see if I have a New Year's Eve worthy piece of clothing, but I might not, and I might just come back wearing this. So you'll see in the next clip. Okay, I have to leave in 15 minutes. I went for a black and gold theme. I thought that was very New Year's Eve. But yes, I have 15 minutes before I have to leave, so can you guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start on the first leaf. I officially only have 7 minutes to leave, so time to go. This is where I got only 2 more rounds to go on the first leaf, and then 2 more leaves and 2 more legs, and then assembly time. But that will be for another time. See you in 2026. Good morning and happy 2026. It's 10:30 a.m. So without further ado, I'm just gonna hop right into it.
Yes. It could be like an inch longer, but everything else is a perfect picnic dress fit. To me, it doesn't get much better than matching the picnic blanket.
Okay, so sewing may or may not have taken me 40 minutes to do, and it's still a little bit wonky, but do you see this little guy? It's a little, well, big sprout. Do you see him? I'm so obsessed. Let me grab my ravioli because I do think they fit together very well. Look how cute they are. Now, this pattern, another highly recommend. The way the pattern is written, it's so detailed, like the placement of the leaves while sewing. There's such a good explanation about it, and just the overall pattern is so much fun to do. I didn't mind the sewing at all. I had so much fun making it, also because they're such simple shapes. The only thing that's a little bit more intricate is the feet, but the ball and the leaves are such simple shapes. It's such a mindless pattern. It was great to make. It was very therapeutic, and it's adorable. Highly recommend this pattern. High quality pattern. So super pleased with the results. Now, that brings me to 4 patterns made using the hashtag influenced challenge. So as I stated before, we're gonna do one more, which is Avalon Crochet's Fuzzy Bee. I don't know if this is a free or a paid pattern. If there is a paid version, I will be buying it. So Avalon did have a paid version on her Etsy, so I went ahead and bought it. And I also grabbed the yarn we will need, which is Feels Like Bliss by Lion Brand. And without further ado, I'm going to jump straight into this one.
I'm trying to be the most critical judge. The jam is spilling now. And the powder doesn't look as good. Oh my gosh, this one is definitely a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. It is. Oh my gosh, there's that girl that we hate, Layla. But you know what? At least she's coming to purchase our beautiful goods. But that's 70 simoleons, yay! Okay, might be closer to a bathroom, which would be great. Our charisma's going up.
And the final plushie for the Influence Challenge is done. I went ahead and used 25mm Synchronize for this one because I just thought it called for it. And I still had eyes that had little bees in them. Where's the bee? Can you see the bee? There's the bee. So I just thought these were perfect for this little bee. Isn't he so cute? Now, this is the last plushie I will be making for this Influence Challenge. I want to thank Magda from Rose and Dove for starting this challenge and for nominating me to participate in the challenge, which I would have done either way, even if she didn't nominate me, because I thought it was a great challenge and I'm a big fan of watching her YouTube videos. So a small overview of what we made, keeping in mind the yarn boy is gone. I gave it to the partner of my sister and he was very, very happy about it. But let me grab everything we made in this challenge. So we started off with the yarn boy. Then I went ahead and made Ravi the Ravioli. Next up, I made this dinosaur. I believe his name was Gus. Correct me if I'm wrong. Dinosaur. Then I went ahead and made, oh, I don't think I said this, but his name is Russell from Brussels sprouts. Russell sprouts. So funny. We made a sprout. And finally, we made a bee. And there we have it, plus the yarn boy. Another great challenge success. With that, I will be closing the video here. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to stay tuned for future videos. The next video is going to be my yarn room cleanup and reset, and that's going to be a very fun one too. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!